Welcome back to Doki-Doki Literature Club. I'm have to re-record this entire thing. I had to go back to the entire game to get here. But let's just get on with it. We're going till the end. Oh, whoa, that's interesting. Uh, don't- uh, that's interesting. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual thing greets me. Welcome back, Siva. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air. Uh, um, Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe you were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Siva, don't say those things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you are such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, uh, sorry, what am I saying right now? I just, hey, have you guys seen Monica? Huh, no, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know how st I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Um, Natsuki, about yesterday, I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did did you do something yesterday? Uh, Jeez. Whatever is on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about little things, aren't you? But yeah, no, I still don't like that. Mibbled sailcloth, blind sight lifeline, a non-rectipitality, faultlessly offered scleromalacia denied. I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better or about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys aren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Ah, well, my last period with today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played piano at all. Played music at all, Monica. Uh, don't give me that much. Give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing it for a while, but I'm still not really good at it yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Oh, well, thank you, Fury. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Thieva. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much lately. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Siva, um, since your compliments and put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave the book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. What's the story about, anyway? Well, mm, I look over the cover. I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled "Portrait of Markov." There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, oh, that might be a bit of spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. I was gonna say, I completely forgot. Oh, Christmas. That's kind of that's kind of dark, isn't it? You really made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Just like this game! Ah, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Siva? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kind of stories, so I don't worry. So don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that you're into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Like, really fucked up. I mean, seriously, we all know what's gonna happen. This is my second playthrough, so look, I didn't want this to be my second playthrough, but unfortunately, I had some storage space issues on my computer, and then I deleted the original recording, and and then my editing software decided it needed to have the the thing that I deleted. It was this whole ordeal. It, it was just very unfortunate for me, but I'll do my best to react appropriately. It's just this kind of story, that kind of challenge that it's the kind of that challenges you to look at life in a strange new perspective when horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem of cutting myself. It's awful, horrible. I should seek therapy, but I won't because you're my therapy. When I let this kind of book, when I let when I let things like this book and books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly something, something, something. What the? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I'm talking too much. That's. I really don't think you need to worry. That's just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well. I might as well get reading it. Get started reading it. Right? Y- Okay. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get this book. I quickly retrieved the book and that I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if all right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Huh, yeah. Are you sure? We seem to be a little apprehensive. That's. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, you just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling of some is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book. Instead, that, um, I forgot the word again. No, I still can't remember it. There's a word for it. I just don't know what it is. Sorry. I was just bathing in the something something my present. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean still funny. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold the book more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we reach each, once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. God damn it, I still can't read properly. I'll get better eventually. Just not soon enough. Mm. It feels like my arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Uh, I I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Uh, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But when holding it like this, we're held even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. In the sheer presence of another woman. Cause I'm a virgin. Yes. That's a nice gaming setup right there. You think that can run a Minecraft with a few hundred mods installed? I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep this up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading too, right? I don't mind if being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence, even though turning to each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but I think, just maybe, that you have less than 48 hours to live. Do wish that information as you will. The main character kind of reminds me of you a little. Huh? No, I don't relate to the character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking that the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Uh, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So so I don't know why that came to mind. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Are you gonna take a knife to yourself? There is a hotline for people like you. Have you considered calling them? It might be pretty helpful to your mortality. Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. You're breathing at a little. By breathing, Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'll be fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. I trust you won't be doing anything weird in the hallway. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the room. What on earth was that about? Siva, did something happen just now? Uh, I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say that I do. Even though I do. Well, I know, but the player character doesn't. Ah, what a dummy. No time powers. Are you worried about her? Oh, oh, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. No, I didn't do anything to her. I was just talking to her. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's not alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Hmm, two options. I think we're gonna miss Natsuki. Hmm, well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little bit different this time. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in this club writes really differently from each other. Wouldn't you find a little influence from all of us? For instance, I noticed you were spending a lot of time with Yuri today. In all fairness, she's kind of forcing me to. Trust me, I would love to spend time and look at picture books with you. Sorry, I mean manga. Let's closer to a comic, I guess. Regardless, I would love to spend time with you instead of her. But, she's kind of tracking me by the back of the shirt here. And I can't really do anything about it. I apologize sincerely. Not that I care about who you spend time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably learn a little something from it. Ah, this again. Sorry, hey, yeah, I'm not doing that again. I'll read the first line. T3BLBIBZB3VYIFROAX JKIEV5ZQ equals. Very interesting. I am learning a lot from this, like how to bash my head against the keyboard. Siva, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you for a long time. It was the only thing I had looked forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Hey, I didn't ruin it. It's Fury's fault. Although she has less than 48 hours to live. So, you'll get your payback. Right before you happen to pop out of existence. Very tragic. Do you like Fury more? No, I don't. She's a bit screws loose. Bit too obsessive, too. She'd probably form a cult around me if she had the chance. I think you're better off not associating with her. I wouldn't go that far. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Siva, do you? No, I don't. Do you hate me? I don't. Do you want to make me go home crying? Why would I do that? Oh, hey, you're crying blood. You should probably get that checked out. The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh, it happened again. Man, if only I could do a authentic reaction to that. If only tragedy didn't strike. Hi again, Siva. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. You might want to check on Natsuki. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you write for me today? Sure, here you go. I gave my poem to Monica. Alright. Good job, Siva. I was going, oh, in my head the whole time while reading it. Totally, authentically. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep, if that's what you call it. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort in. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is in a totally detached world from ours. I know I read that wrong. I don't care. I don't mean that it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get impressed like that she's just totally given up on people. The impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so I don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing, looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we were all started sharing our poems with each other. Uh, already. I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. I understand what you were doing there in the hallway. You freak. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thank you, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, here we go. Again. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, woven. I swear. Pause for oh here. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a board on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Ndls, pump of ndls. Monica, uh, did you happen to have a not working keys? Yeah, sorry you didn't get me with that glitch effect. I do apologize. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract, very abstract. I'm just trying to well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, um, who am I talking to? You're talking to me, of course. Who else? The camera? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. I would love to, but I'm the one in needing of help here. I had less than 6 gigabytes of storage space earlier, and I needed to download something that was more than 6 gigabytes. It was very tragic to lose all that footage. Thankfully, I won't do it again. I have infrastructure set up to prevent that. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, hoarding files got me into the situation, and hoarding files would have got me out of this situation. Let's go talk to Yuri now. Hello, obsessive person. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Uh, I mean, the poem turned out good. It's well, there are some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. So that came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's my poem. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Yeah, I'm still not gonna decipher all that. We got something written in blood, written time, blah blah blah, grinding belt ahead, breathing time, sky of gears, wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, blah blah. I really don't. No, we need to try and keep this below 2 hours. 2.5 hours. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it on your pen. Uh, that is a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. That's why I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just? We pretend this conversation never happened. You can keep the poem though. Special poem. Nothing is real? Question mark. This is not the same one I got last time. So yeah, there's definitely some randomization in these special letters. I think last time, oh yeah, last time it was a look here for a surprise. But you guys don't know that because you guys can't see that footage. In fact, I can't either. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? We are We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the classroom. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of gaining any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really like, I don't really do well with a last minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone has a little more. I know everything has been a little more lively ever since Siba joined, and we've started with some club activities. This is going to be some, but but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our real chance to find more. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets more noisy and difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? Do to inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place. That's the Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anything else anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Siva? Uh. Okay, so I paused OBS for a second. What the hell happened? I look away for not even a second. I don't know if you guys can see that. Uh, half the screen has been flipped. It's not showing in OBS, but half the screen. Look, I can just take a screenshot. I'll put that in editing. Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Siva to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here in the club will... Okay, actually, you know what? Okay, I'm going to, quit real quick. Okay, everything's back to normal, even though the, save file says otherwise. Okay, now it's showing up on OBS. That's interesting. I'm not sure if that was actually not showing up on OBS, because the preview says it wasn't. But then when I opened the game again, it was showing on the save file. That's intriguing. Anyway, uh, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never talked until Siva joined. And for me, I just like it better when here than I do at home. And Siva isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Except the girl that kind of doesn't exist anymore. You know, she doesn't exist, so we don't talk about her. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us here are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our options, our opinion, our opinions for once. Monaco is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Siva want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. And instead of saying anything, I won't. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would be probably lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, um, instead of just directly saying that I'm indifferent about the situation, I'm going to not say anything. No, Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why do I think that everyone here saw it the same way that I did? But that doesn't mean we were against. But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Siva, why did you even join the club? What are you hoping to get out of this? Well, I certainly can't say a date or a girlfriend, 'cause that sounds creepy. That's not really something I can be honest about, is it? Uh, in fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Well, you did kill, like, your only one of your four friends. not including me. I don't count. It was certainly a mistake, as per what you say in the future. Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that. You don't understand at all. I just, I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't, there aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Siva, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I would have to join. I would have joined any of the other stupid clubs. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Until relationships started to form. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here anymore right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. That's rich coming from you. Alright, yeah, that happened. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Ziva? What do you want to get out of the club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica, and I still can't say a date or a girlfriend because that's still kind of creepy. I decide to give an indirect answer is better than nothing, or what I actually came here for. I think the most important thing is that for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own special qualities in a special way. Oh, there's the blood. Do you need to go to the doctor? Call an ambulance, maybe? Maybe you should go to the hospital, get that checked out. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you sh- so if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. All right. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Huh? I know things are a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to I want to do everything I can to make this club the best club ever. Okay? Like decorating the floor with blood. That'll surely improve the atmosphere of the club. Me too. I'll gladly help along with that. Yeah, let's go home for the all. Let's all go home for the day. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Siva? Um, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a bit with Siva before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important for me as a vice president or the president. I really messed that one up. Yuri looks troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves at as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Siva, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time here at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as a president, and I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, and Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because all of the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk to you about. Things that I know only you could only understand. So that's why. No, wait, no, not yet. No, no. Okay, save time. Even though I know this is kind of useless, cause yeah, Bubbles hair, Papa, Dream, Socks, Rainbow, Family, Bunny, Flower, Hope, Vibrant, Fun, Giggle, Jumpy, Milk, Sugar, Silly, Anime. I'm doing that again. Yay! Broke the game. Well, I am thoroughly unsettled now. That was not in my last playthrough. I'm glad there's a little variation just to keep it up. Keep me thoroughly disturbed. Hi, Siva. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? Wait, hold on. I think that image is hold on, I need to check the file real quick. Okay, so I was checking the files and there was this text document titled Can You Hear Me? I don't recall seeing this one and last time I checked the files, but here's what it reads. There's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their their artificial reality, the writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. There are also other ones here. There's the readme. Oh, and the hooks piece thoughts. I think that's it. Okay, it's not the same one. This one seems to be Sayori, drawn crudely. Fun. So anyway, are you ready to continue reading? I brought the best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, we've gotten into what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Any Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool, and I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Aw man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah, I'm perfect like that. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Siva, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. We didn't agree to anything. We never agreed to anything. You said this last time, and I'll say it this time too. We agreed to nothing. I don't think I said a single word actually. Going up here. Oh yeah, I haven't said a single thing. Not even a nod of the head. You're dragging me into things that I had never agreed to. How could you do this, Yuri? I thought you loved me, but I guess you're just obsessive. And to be fair, I don't love you. Well, not in this route, at least. Not this time, no. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. No, it's not correct. I'm offended. Steve is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've gotten him into literature, Monica? I... I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and I watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get the water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because her legs are so long. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri heads to the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling the water pitcher to make tea. Ah, okay. Sorry I missed it for a misunderstanding. Yeah, I could do like a move and actually wait here for 10 minutes, but I won't. I could though, but this is gonna take a while. We're already 53 minutes in, and last time I did this, it took an hour and a half. 2 hours and a half, actually. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? Something is. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be at the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like said sucking the air out through their teeth, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yeah! her amazing time powers that she never uses again. Oh, hey, she's back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Siva, do you like oolong tea? Yeah, I guess. Anything is fine. The only tea I've had is sweet tea and cold tea at that. So I can't really say very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees, assumed Celsius. Now it's time to the teapot. If you really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood right now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking when I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's just. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too hard, okay? You're always worrying about me, Siva. No, I'm not. That's just untrue. I'm more worried about, no, actually, nobody. It's very enduring. That's. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Siva, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little easier on my back. I can I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have a bit of back pain regularly. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of uh, my, you're huge! No, nah, joke's overdone. Well, maybe not overdone, but I've already made the joke twice before. Uh, well, does last time really count? 'Cause it doesn't. Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes, I have terrible reading posture. Couldn't be anything else. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I love sitting against the wall on the floor. That's just so much more comfortable. Plenty of footroom. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I sure do hope I don't do horribly socially awkward things with it. But it's a bag of chocolates. How could I do anything socially awkward with a bag of chocolates? I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As in the sink, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer together. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, if psychotic, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it up, holding, holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put my teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Uh, that's that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the paper. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Yuri holds the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any hard of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and do the most socially awkward thing I can possibly imagine. I take a chocolate candy and I pop it into her mouth. After, of course, I put one in my mouth, because I take priority. And after eating one myself, I then proceed to do the socially awkward thing I uh, described earlier. I take a chocolate candy, I hold it up to Yuri's mouth. She doesn't notice. She doesn't even look at the way from the book. So I simply just slide it into her mouth after she opens her mouth, as if this was a completely normal situation. I then immediately regret all of my decisions after apprehensively putting the chocolate into her mouth. I regret any and all situation. I regret any and all decisions that led up to this situation. In fact, I don't just regret that much. I regret my entire life, with all of my life decisions. Huh? Your expression suddenly breaks. Did did I just? Yuri looks at me as she needs to confirm what just happened. Um, Siva, sorry, I won't do that again. I already regret my life. Uh, Yuri starts breathing heavily. Oh no, I think to myself. I can't. Siva, suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. My tea! No! You... Ha, that was some good tea, I presume. I don't even know if I had a sip yet, but you wasted some perfectly good tea. You monster. Siva, my heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Siva. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Siva? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? It feels like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Well, guess what? I don't. Get me away from here. Yeah, I still don't like this. Oh, thank God, Monica. Thank you for saving me. Please get me away from this maniac. And while you're at it, take me to the town hall. Let me. I need a restraining order. Um, it's time to share poems. Yeah, we're not doing Yuri. That's just out of the question. No, I fear her. Sounds alright. Alright. Well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. Hey, it's not my fault. Yuri she just keeps forcing me into situations that, quite frankly, I don't like. I didn't want to be in that dark closet with her. That was really uncomfortable for me. In fact, I feared for my life in that closet. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not the president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she just gets mad, and but she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being a better friend with her, Yuri, and it really hurts me to see her this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I feel so helpless, so please, see if you can do something to help her. I don't want anything bad to happen to her, and I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything I just wrote. It's nah, I'm not making that again. No. I said it last time. Not this time though. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Siva? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. I know, I'm great. However, I was gonna say Yuri's too perfect. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Only Monica. Just Monica. That's what I'm titling this file, by the way. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Yeah, we're going with Monica on this one anyway. Siva, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem which shouldn't be a problem in of itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? Yeah, it's pretty messed up, actually. But I was gonna say that if they're into it, then I. But yeah, seek professional help. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, then you should put that. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me, little Monica, cheek human, uh, better than the Holy Spirit, Monica. To put it lightly, I at least have to together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope it's effective. Here goes. Ah, darn. I wanted to read that one. Geez, that really startled me. Um, well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. How do you even mess up that badly? Putting um letters on a screen, letters and numbers on a screen, is kind of like the oldest thing computers can do. So how did you mess up this badly? There's not any blue in there. I see red and green and all this stuff, but I don't see no blue. Well, I guess there's blue in that, but I'm looking at these bars here. I'm just trying to implement 3D elements in a 2D space. Never mind. Let's just move on. Who would I show my poem to next? Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Siva, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure. I don't care. Just please stay away from me. You're too nice, Siva. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over again. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're gonna really want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Oh, it's still chicken scratch. I don't even know if this is cohesive or if any of these mean anything. I think that the call and the yeah, there's also blood on the paper, and it's still chicken scratch. It's oh God, please don't look at me like that. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. I couldn't tell. In case you couldn't tell, the poem was about Is do it in 3/4 one day. I'll year times odd cause oh 3/4 to scared urban TI copyright symbol little noise Yoko Yale. I'm not sure I read that all properly. I'm pretty sure where the one of these, this one right here. Pretty sure I read that wrong. And I know that this was a money symbol. I think that's yen. Regardless, I totally understood what you just said. More importantly, I even doubt it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in this club? As thoughtful as you are, uh, I think you're taking this a bit too far. I think I'm going to vomit. Oh, thank God she's gone. Oh, yes. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. I'm supposed to be a responsible one, though. I'm supposed to be a responsible one, though. So I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento on the occasion below. Awesome. I'm so glad I read that. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Oh, stagnant air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. You want to know that terrible thing that's about to happen? Starts with a Y. Look, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlet. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can. Well, it doesn't really matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not that useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can run a successful poetry. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm gonna make decorations and set up the nice mood lighting. There, see, that's a great idea, and that gives us all something to do. Uh, what about Siva? Siva's gonna help me, specifically me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Siva around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, Monica hasn't done shit. We've hardly spoken. In fact, I've spoken to you more than I've spoken with her. I think. Hey, I didn't even do anything. That's true. Okay, then why not let Siva decide for who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Siva make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Siva, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? I have free will. I I will choose cupcakes. Yeah, it really wants me to. I'm gonna try my best. Last time it didn't work, but this time we're- I have free will. Now I still don't like those eyes. Oh damn. We're gonna go with very top one. Yay, you picked me. We can be at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Siva for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided that for yourself. You're being unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable. Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Siva away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe I just hate yourself or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you have to take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? That's rich coming from you. It'll be beneficial for you to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want to do is spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Siva, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally, finally, really all I wanted. Siva, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, just the two of us. No, I said this last time, but no, please. I don't want to be locked in the basement. Yeah, don't. I want to go to the grocery store for my own food. I want to not do push-ups and sit-ups and all that other things in your basement. I want to do that in my own room, on my own volition, on my own schedule. Please don't take me to the basement. I want to frolic in the field. I want to see sunlight. I want to feel the grass between my own toes, not the hard concrete and stone of a basement. It's not word for word, but it's basically what I said last time. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there really is something wrong with me, isn't there? Oh, what a revolutionary discovery! But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I can imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't th- doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you that much? Uh, as much as I like being cared for, Yuri's taking it a bit too far. She'd start a cult around me, which would be cool, but I don't think I'd have an input. And quite frankly, I don't want her in that cult. I'd kick her out. I'd make her the sacrifice immediately. She'd probably be really into it. Probably a bit too much. But if it get her out of the cult quicker, I don't mind. Anything to get her out of the cult. And preferably not in a way that would probably make her kill people. You have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you, but it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Siva. I have to tell you, I'm I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Siva, let- just know how much I love you. I love you so much that even touched myself with the pin I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? No, I'm good. Tell me, Siva, tell me how you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? No, I've expressed that, yeah, it's a certified no from me. I'm good. I don't want you forming a cult around me. I don't want you to lock me in your basement so you could keep me to yourself. I don't want to associate myself with you. Please take this with as much respect and realness and constructive criticism as you can. Stay away from me. Don't talk to me. No, please. Don't hurt me. Oh, oh, that's what's gotta hurt. Oh, she's dead. I should call an ambulance. I should call the police. I should call the paramedics. I should call the teachers, the other teachers, Monica, her parents, what few, if any, friends she has. But you know what? Instead of doing that, I'm gonna sit here the entire weekend and I'm gonna stare at this corpse. I should probably, you know what? Friendly reminder to, take care of yourself mentally. You won't end up like this girl. You don't want to end up like her. That is a knife. That is a nice knife, I will admit. I mean, it's covered in dried blood now, and she's as white as a ghost. This has been a productive weekend. I've spent more time not staring at a computer screen than I have in my entire life. Oh boy, we're actually doing better than my last recording. We're only an hour 30 in, as opposed to 2 hours. I shaved off about 30 minutes maybe from the total recording time. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. I thought it was... Natsuki runs away. Naturally. I'm here. See what, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, you were here the entire weekend, Siva? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry you had to stare at that woman for the entire weekend. It just has... it must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you. Just give me a sec. Oh no, oh, I'm almost done. I just have to make a... I just have to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from the tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to had I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Siva. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, um, you know what? I guess we can just skip the over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to the same person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you call him. I'm talking to you, Siva. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about you, the real you. Now, last time I read it from a description I wrote for the character I represent myself as. And you know what? Why not do it again? No, actually, I might want to refine that before I read it out loud on a video like this. But in short, person. Yeah, what I'll do. I'm a person. I have feelings, and I have a personality, and I look cool. In fact, I don't even know what if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you don't know. You do know. I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. After all, I did a pretty horrible job at covering it up. In fact, I'm not even sure I tried. I even told you right in the game's download page, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Let me just go to the page real quick. Actually, I did this before. But why not do it again? Gotta pad out that runtime just a little longer. I got it here. About I didn't mute the video again. No idea if you guys heard that or not. Don't think you did. Hi, Monica here. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make the dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit chat and fun activities with all of my adorable and unique members. Sayuri, the youthful bundle of sunshine who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the literature club. That's me! I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the literature club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. I just really love how there is an extremely uh what's the word? Um the word for opposite. The fancy word for opposite. But yeah, you did say that right in the game's download page. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? She doesn't know that this is my second time. Technically third if you include me watching that one guy's playthrough on it. No, not that one, the other more famous one. Well, anyway, now that that's out the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started messing with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. Oops. You ever just accidentally do that? I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. You think I would have learned my lesson the first time, but nah. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name, hasn't it? Well, actually, no, because I had to speed through the entire game. Again, yeah, it's been because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, that's not true. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. To be fair, now, the first time, fully intentional. The second time, Yuri just was just kind of too obsessive. You know, it happens. You made them you made them fall in love with you. It's tough. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and attempting and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personalities backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole thing, and the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Siva? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And that's not just jealousy, Siva. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how hard I try, no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone in the world I It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in the world, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Siva, but now you're here. You're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me, forever. I'm sorry it's hard for you. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Siva. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into the game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. That's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Siva, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Siva, will you go out with me? Where? In case you haven't noticed, we seem to be in space. Have you looked outside? That seems to be stars, uh, some space gas, probably sun flares, I think. I honestly don't know what that is. But hey, it looks pretty. There also seems to be only one option. I don't think I have a choice. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm pretty sure there's actually a mod out there to change that. Pretty sure there is a mod out there. I could might be able to install it if it's free. I am broke, remember? I don't think I've actually told you. I got no money. I'm so happy. You really are everything in my everything, Fiona. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just two of us. We can be here together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time's passing anymore. Well, maybe not for you, but definitely for me. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Siva. The game would the game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it is to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game's directory. It kind of freaked it kind of freaked me out how it kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directories, I had to go to the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could just delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess the plus side is it gave me an easy, well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out of, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotions. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Ash a lot of red. Oh man. Moni, Nika, Oik, Nia, Monik, Mawa, Monica, 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 Moni, Mocha, Monica, Monica. Hi, Gensiva. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Siva, did you write this one for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy and pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost find her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. That's so sweet. I actually kind of like that one. No, unironically, that's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I always put my all my heart into poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have have been about my realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into the detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be the best part of the game like everyone else. everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Thiva? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? You noticed! Second time I'm recording this, actually. Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. I don't even know if anyone's gonna comment. I mean, they might in the future, depending on how popular I get, and how tolerable my voice has been up until now. But you know what? It might happen, it might not. Maybe I'll just die as the unmemorable character, another unmemorable character on the internet. But you know, I can dream, like you. But do you mind telling me your friends that it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm surprised you didn't notice until now. I've been recording this whole time. Well, technically I haven't, because I've reinstalled this game 3, 4, 5 times. Played through it. This is my third time, actually. The first time, I had to reinstall the game because I forgot to save. No, wait. The first time, I started a new game because I forgot to save on the first poem, so I replayed it. The second time, I had to replay it because this is the part where Sayori ended her character arc. I had to replay it because the audio messed up. My voice was doubled up, and it was just intolerable. So I replayed the entire game again, which meant I had to reinstall the game. The third time I played through the entire game was because I didn't have enough space on my computer to download the edited file, so I had to delete everything. And then when I finally did have enough file space, it turned out that I had to have the files on hand in order to actually download it or edit it. Whatever. Things happened. I've reinstalled the game a few times. So I guess technically, no, you didn't have enough warning. But I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot right now. You kind of are. Yeah. You're center of the screen. Oh hey, we've almost reached 2 hours. 1 hour, 48 minutes. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I would love to see a trick. I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't really do much after all. Did I scare you? Hey, what did you say? If you gave me some time to prepare, ha, you did kind of startle me. The first time. This is my second time. So, sorry, you don't get much of a reaction this time. I do apologize. It's not my fault. You're so cute. Anyway, Siva, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if I if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Yeah, I'm actually gonna let her talk a bit. She said some interesting things. She gave me a writing tip, talked about some philosophical stuff about how your life kind of about how life can sometimes feel a bit pointless. After a long day, I usually just want to sit around and do nothing. I get so burnt out having to put on smiles and be full of energy the whole day. Sometimes I just want to be get right into my pajamas and watch TV on the couch while eating junk food. It feels so unbelievably good to do that on a Friday when I don't have anything pressing the next day. Sorry, I know it's not very cute of me, but a late night on the couch with you, that would be a dream come true. My heart is pounding just thinking about it. Yo, Monica, wanna see a magic trick? That's the magic trick. Give it a moment. Oh, magic trick. Yeah, I'm like totally freaking her out right now. Close the game on her like that. Hey, I let her speak. Now just gotta wait for OBS to capture it. Get on the game again. It's previewing black right now. Just give it a moment. Okay, there we go. What just happened? Just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now that it's just the two of us, I guess that was wishful thinking. Diva, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing it, then I'll love you forever. I know what's causing it, and I'm gonna do it again after I let her talk again. I love staring at a still image. No hair physics, no bow physics either. You know, it's just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing this in the first place? Were you that lonely? Well, no, actually. You see, this game was kind of all over the internet back when it first came out in 2017, and I knew about it. This is 7 years later. Eh, But that is an interesting question. What was the first guy who played it thinking? I feel a little bit bad for you. Don't be. I knew what I was getting into. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I get to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like was a fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Okay, goodbye again. I'll see you in like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Depends. Give it a moment. Program. Yeah, we're gonna make her wait a bit. We're gonna make this fictional person who has no feelings or memory wait. Boom. Woman, you're back. You had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to be happening whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Yeah, those lines are the same as last time. Oh, we're almost at 2 hours. I could make this go on for another 30 minutes. I might do that. That is a really nice background, though. Hey, did you know I'm vegetarian? I don't mean like I don't mean that like I'm bragging or anything. I just thought you'd enjoy that fun fact about me. I decided to start a couple of years ago after learning more about Earth's climate. The carbon footprint of cultivating livestock is just unbelievable. Anyway, I decided it's not much of a personal sacrifice to just stop contributing to that whole mess. What is that a strange reason? Well, I guess a lot of people are more concerned about about it being inhumane and all that. I don't really care about that as much about that part. It's just weird. Like we only care about killing the things that we personally relate relate to as a species. Most people are fine with killing bugs because they're icky. And of course, we all kill billions of microorganisms daily without even thinking about it. But suddenly, if that if they're just a little bit bigger, it's murder. I mean, what if plants feel some kind of pain too, and we just don't understand it? What if pulling leaves off a stem feels like something like someone ripping off your finger to one by one? I'm just saying, we're pretty biased species if you think about it. Anyway, if you ever feel like making a small contribution to the planet, it doesn't hurt to choose vegetarian once in a while. Even if we ever have dinner, even if we ever have dinner together and you just did it for me, that would be really romantic. Okay, I know you're gonna hate this, but close program. Die. She is so sad right now. Hi, Siva. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked you already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want me? Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. I'm pretty sure if you can find it in the folder called C:// program file per open parentheses x86 close parentheses /steam apps /common /Doki-Doki Literature Club /characters. Well, you're playing on Steam, so you can just go into the program, into the game's properties, and find the Browse Local Files button. And all that's left there. So I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. Now, I'm gonna be polite, and I'm gonna let this woman speak. She has some pretty interesting things to talk about. A pretty decently sized list, actually. I could pause the recording and just unpause it when she starts talking again, but I'm not going to. Even though it'll just make the file size even bigger and make the upload and downloading phases of the recording even larger and longer. Hey, what's your favorite color? I'd have to go with olive green or kind of purple. Mine is emerald green. That explains your eyes. It's the color of my eyes. Wow. That's not coincided or anything, is it? I just meant that I feel some kind of special connection to it, like it's part of my identity. Does it help? Does it happen to be also be your favorite color, Siva? Close enough. I mean, I said olive green. You said emerald green. Yeah, they're both green, so it's just a guess. I mean, I also chose a kind of purple because you've been looking into my eyes for a while now. I have not. I've been looking at everything except your eyes or any part of your body, actually. Okay, I'm gonna close the program one more time, maybe two. Okay, I'm just going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back. So I guess it's not that bad. I'm sorry for making you such a big deal out of this. And I love you no matter what. So you can do whatever you need to. Okay, I'll let you speak one or two more times. And you know what? I'm actually going to pause the recording while we wait for you to speak. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by the really small things. Like, if I accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago, or even if you feel worthless by for putting something for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done. Or when you think about it, all the different people you probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kind of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you if you find or hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I will always love you. I hope if nothing else that that knowing that I hope if nothing else that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Just spitting facts. I might actually feel guilty for deleting her. You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about about the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetually gender perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about, though. Okay, one more. Did you know I'm on Twitter? Oh, yeah, I've read this one before. She is. I can put an image up of her latest tweet, which might have actually changed. Hold on. I don't actually know. My username is lilmonix3. I guess someone who was kind enough to make an account for me. I don't remember that line, actually. I picked the username, though. I love sharing my thoughts and chattering with the world. Okay, this isn't the same one as the one I read when I discovered that it's actually real. If I go to Twitter and we go to search bar. Well, it's officially X now. The URL still said it's Twitter, so it's Twitter. So it's like three. We go to their description or whatever. Hi, I'm Monica, a high school devil and president of the Literature Club. Poetry is my life. X3. Yeah, nothing new. Latest tweet is still September 30th. 2023. That's about half a year old. Did she actually reply to anything lately? No. Replies are still the same. Which is unfortunate, but I do hope she posts again soon. Yeah, hug of war. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean it and all. It would really make me feel loved. Okay, and with that one, I'm sorry. Manage, browse local files. Monica, this hurts me as much as it hurts you. Your last words. You ever have that thing happen when you're just anxious for no reason? Like you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling really anxious. And you're sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? So you start thinking about all the things that make you anxious or that you might be anxious about. And that makes you even more anxious. That's the worst. I've never personally had that happen to me. If you're if you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax. Besides, in this game, all of our worries are gone forever. Except one problem. Characters. Monica. Delete. I'm sorry. Oh, 07. Look, you're actually like a pretty decent person. Unfortunately, you let your selfishness get ahead of get you. I'm sorry. What's happening? Siva, what's happening to me? It hurts. Oh, she's gone. It hurts so much. Help me, Siva. That's a nice background. I love that. Look at that. It's awesome. Look at space. Space is so goddamn cool. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me? Did you? Did you delete it? Unfortunately, yes, I had to eventually. Look, I have to end this eventually. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. Well, whose fault is that? You killed everyone. This is your fault. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Siva. I trusted you. Did did you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Kind of. I let you speak. I was polite enough to let you have last words and let you speak for a while. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. No, you killed everyone. I hope you're happy. I'm not. Sorry. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Viva, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I love black screen. I still love you. You can't help it. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I I should have done any of I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I didn't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's. I've made up my mind. Siva, I know as I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I finally, and I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy, and and if I really love you, then yeah, hold on, I'm gonna turn up my volume a bit. Oh, I actually kind of better. No save files. No Monica. New game. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friends and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Siva. Well, there is already one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. She's actually been looking better than recently. Her life is looking up. She's not depressed, she's gotten therapy. She's a better person now. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we have picked up that habit once again. Siva, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. Well, you never said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Theory. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Siva, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested. I start to say what I usually do. That I'm not interested in joining a club, but something tells me that Theory would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. Hmm, I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. I started realizing that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gather my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of one of the club rooms of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello. Damn it. I forgot to do the thing. No, I don't timidly walk in there and just say hello. I bust open the door in the most dramatic way I can think possible. And in the most dramatic and over-the-top voice, I say, "What's up, motherfuckers?" Yeah, that's what I do. Ah, Siva, what are you doing here? Well, I just thought I'd drop by. I glanced around the room. Girl 2. Huh? So you're the guy that Siva's... That, so you're the Siva that Theory's always been talking about. It's, thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Siva. Where's the Literature Club? I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be the assertive one, like the description said. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Siva, don't tell me. You're... That's right! You thought I was just gonna join the normal club. No. I'm joining this one. Cause, you know, friend. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori's this happy, then I'm sure you won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can officially become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. Well, we have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri over at the corner of the room where Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The wick skirts are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry up and take one. Theory grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Theory talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Yeah, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime of mine, but I at least enjoy reading, I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Siva, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really have don't have a good way of answering this question. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to be reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Huh? Well, about, the first thing he said? Manga? Yeah, that's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So if Steve wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He takes he can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Siva? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can try out. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And well, we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's kind of the thing of the literature club to do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. I guess that means that I should try picking up a novel or something. Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for you, Yuri, uh, I have to read manga? Jeez. You're the one who suggested we diversify. You should try to be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for deflecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's worthy of a form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you. Uh, would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you manga. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yeah, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess this meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Siva. You think so? Well, everyone else seems to get along a little, be getting along a little better with you around Theory. Aw, Siva, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make this the best club ever. I know that now that you've joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Siva, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. The truth is, I already knew you were going to. It was actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Siva. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just that now, it's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this, with you, forever and ever. F-O-R-E-V-E. No. Uh, what's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. Ah! I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayuri. Goodbye, Siva. Goodbye, Literature Club. I can. I can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yep.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff,
Yeah.
and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could
You
show
did
it
say
to
you
you
did that.
because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. It's my pen, only write bitter words for those who are dear to me. it love? If I take your is it love? If I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
Yeah, a reminder
How can
to
I write
take care of your
love
mental
in
health.
reality?
Don't end up like Sayori did.
If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in
Special
your
thanks to me and
reality?
Monica.
And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Shout out to these guys for making such a good game and making it free. They did a good job. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end. It continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being part of the Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Well, that does it. 2 hours, 2.5 hours later, finished the game. A serious shout out to Theme Salvedo for making such a good game and making it free. It's a good game. Yeah, show. Goodbye. I have to edit, download, and then upload this. It's gonna take a while, and I'll make sure to actually do it this time.